So good afternoon, everyone. So we are asked to talk about elements of poetry. So I know that you have already an idea what is poetry. So who wants to share about Christian?
So for me, poetry is a type of literature which conveys thoughts, meaning or idea on a certain situation.
Very good question. So you already have the information. So let's give the floor to Madeline to expound what is poetry.
Okay, good afternoon, students. Good afternoon. Pamata?
Hooray!
Okay, so very good. So, elements of poetry. So, who can give me another description or another meaning of poetry, or what is your understanding of poetry, Miss?
Asa mo pantay mo?
Madeline Jimenez?
Asa mo pantay?
Okay, what is poetry in your own?
Poetry is literary work that contains story,
Okay, pili lang.
something that is very beautiful and great.
Okay, very good. So, poetry is a type of literature that conveys a thought that describes a scene or tells a story. So, poetry we can use the figurative language, imagery, idiomatic expressions like imagery. Sorry. Okay, imagery. Sorry. Okay, poetry. So, poetry use the different figurative language, imagery, idiomatic expressions. So, symbolism, basta tanan. So, poetry man siya ang mag-create o like mag-feelings. So, inyo ang kagalingon. So, who among you here making short form or okay, Miss Don, what is the title of your poem? Darkness. Oh, darkness. Why darkness? Wow. So, she wrote his own poem entitled Darkness. So, ganito siya poetry is convoluted. He writes sa ilang daw sa kinabuhi. So, ganito ang sad feelings. So, yes, ito. Okay, very good. So, karon, you already understand what is poetry, right? Yes. That's all. Thank you. Okay, class. So, right now, we were going to proceed the topic through the kinds of poetry. So, there are different kinds of poetry categorized along the line of age, types, region, and form. So, I know that all of us here are familiar with the different kinds of poetry, and right now, we are going to discover in which category they belong to. So, in the line of types or traditional poetry, we have here the epic, we have the medieval poetry, metaphysical poetry, neoclassical, romantic, and modern poetry. Know that this traditional poetry usually have rhyming. So we are already familiar with the word rhyming, right?
Yes.
It also have a specific rhythm and meter. So the next here is along the line of forms. We have narrative poetry. We have satirical poetry, dramatic, ballad, lyric, sonnet, pastoral, and elegy. For the information of everyone, For poetry, it can be understood as the physical structure of the poem. It is the length of the lines, their rhythms, their system of rhymes, and repetition. So, in a poetry, there must be a subject matter and a theme. We are all familiar also with the subject matter and theme, right? So, the subject matter of a poetry relates to the explicit issues contained in the poem or the idea or the thing that the poem represents, or it is the topic of the poem. So, on the other hand, theme, I want to hear someone to share their opinion about the theme of a poetry. So, may I have Jenny May Salon to give your idea about theme? Yes. Let's give Jenny May a hand. Theme is the implicit message deduced from the subject matter, or in the other words, it is the core message of the poem. So, let's proceed to this information. What is said in a poem is important, but how it is said is important. So, this means that ang kaisgutan sa isang poem kay importante. Pero, ang paagi kung yun sa siya pag-isgot is kina-importante yan. So, that's all. So, next is the voice beat here. Most of the times and poems are not always those of the poets. Poets sometimes adopt the identity of some other person's real or imaginary in a particular situation, also real or imaginary. Whenever a poet adopts
good afternoon, everyone. There are 7 types of imagery, and I know that you have already know what are the 7 types of imagery. Crystal Lee, can you hear the 7 types of imagery? Yeah.
Kinesthetic, organic, olfactory, and gustatory.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, auditory visual imagery. It makes the reader can imagine what the characters appeal. For example, what the shapes, colors, pattern, and visual imagery and sense of sight. And then next is auditory. Athena, what is auditory?
Auditory is sense of hearing that is used to hear
Yes, very good. Next is gustatory imagery. Gustatory imagery is poetic imagery that sets the readers to savor the taste, such as the sourness, the saltiness, and the sweetness. And then next is tactile imagery. The sense of yes, touch. And next is olfactory imagery. The sense yang sense. Yes. Yes. And then next is imagery.
Actions.
Yes. Action.
Movements.
Okay. And then the last one is organic imagery.
Emotions.
Okay, that's all.
So good afternoon once again. Now let's proceed to another type of another element of poetry, which is the sound pattern. Sound pattern, or in poetry also called rhythmical pattern, refers to the arrangement of stress and stress syllable in a line or stanza that create a particular rhythmical flow, or what we call meter. Different poetic forms such like sonnet, odd, lyric, and haiku have different rhythmical patterns that contribute to the overall sound and musicality in the poem. So, before we proceed to the basic pattern of poetry, let me introduce you firstly to classification of rhythmical pattern, which is the regularity and irregularity. It refers to the regularity and irregularity refers to the consistency of variation of elements of poetry, such like meter, rhyme scheme, and varying line length. When we say regularity, it is when a poem is consists of uniform meter and a uniform rhyme scheme. Like for example, a poem that is composed of uniformly the iambic pentameter in each stanza and have a regular 80-80 rhyme scheme. And when we say irregularity, it is when a poem have a regular meter and a free verse, or a poem without a rhyme scheme, and it has a different line length. So now let's proceed to the 4 basic rhythmical patterns. First is the iambic rhythm. So you have I know naman I have idea already of what is iambic rhythm. So can I ask anyone what is iambic? Iambic?
Stress and stress. I am possessed of 2 syllables, which is unstressed.
So, thank you. So, iambic rhythm is a rhythmical pattern of alternating unstressed and stressed syllables. So then, next, another basic pattern is the tripartite rhythm. Tripartite rhythm is the opposite of iambic rhythm. So tripartite rhythm is also composed of two-syllabic meter, consisting of stress syllable followed by unstressed syllable. Next is the anapestic rhythm. Unlike those two rhythm pattern, anapestic consists of three syllabic meter, which is consists of two unstressed and one stressed.
Dactylas.
Next is the dactylic, the opposite of anapestic. Also consists of three rhythmical foot. Symmetrical pattern consists of one stress and two unstressed. So let's proceed to another element.
Next, we have sound effects. Sound effects are auditory representations or imitations of real life sounds or imagined sounds created artificially. Sound effects are referred to deliberate of specific sounds such as onomatopoeia, alliteration, rhyme. When we say onomatopoeia, a word that imitates sounds that really represents or imitates its meaning. For example, lang. It imitates the sound of a metal hits a metal. Another is a cat meows. It imitates the sounds of cat, which is meows. Then, bass. It imitates the sound of a bee flying. So next is we have alliterations. What is alliteration? Alliteration of the consonant sound. Yes, it's correct. Alliteration is the repetition of consonant sounds or at the same line, repeated at the end of neighboring or closely connected words. For example, God makes man makes money, money makes many, men mad. What is the alliteration of this sentence? Yes, because consonant. Oh, consonant. Oh, balik po lang yung consonant sound. Then, next is, lastly, we have rhyme. What is rhyme? Oh, yes, similar sounds. Usually occurring at the end of line and poetry or verse. Sakot. Bas, fast. Similar, vowel sounds niya kay you. Diba? Bas. Then fast. Similar sounds niya. Then similar po na vowel sounds na gigamit. What na to?
So let's move forward to the conclusion. So it is not only what is said in poetry that it is of significance. The manner in which it is said is of a special importance. In fact, like we have said, poetry deploys language in a special way. Therefore, the style of a poem generally will be suggestive of the message. It expresses a language in a major exponent of a style. So we individual has our own uniqueness and style. So in writing a poetry, we have our own different way of doing it. So a Jewish one is called liberty, poetic liberty. So we have a poetic liberty. We can utilize any elements in poetry to be used in our poem. This is a freedom to use language in a unique and creative way, without being tied down to the rules of grammatical correctness. Because as you can read a certain piece of poem, you could notice some usage. Like for example, you will notice a word which is not uncommon, or you can say not correct in a traditional English word. So that is the use of creativity in deploying or using a word or grammatical correctness. So in summary, in order to do a statistic analysis, so since we have knowledge about analysis, so in poetic analysis, you need to read the piece or the poem carefully, paying attention to the title. So these are the things that you need to consider in doing a poem analysis. The first one is the title, the language, the form, and the general style, the overall style of the poem. The poetry calls for a creative use of language. Its analysis must also be vigorous. Vigorous means careful, very careful way of understanding the piece, the poem. And creative. A poet says with inner eyes and meaningful analysis of the poem, poetry must deep and insightful. So we are not looking, we're not just looking the physical appearance of the poem, but beyond the meaning that's being hidden in a certain poem. That's all.
So if you have any questions about our topic, so already know how important is the elements of poetry, and how it plays important sa sabihan ang poetry. So this time, I want you to look back at the poetry that are poem that you have encountered before and share to me what you know. Search on from poetry. This is my lawyer, you know. Kung usually, kasi pa may share kasi. So, can I have the attention of Pauska sa Pidosa? Can you please give me an example of what you write? Can you tell me what? Learning. Thank you so much, Pastor. Paminawon ang iyang mga patterns mo na ang sound effect. So it is really important to know what poetry is, the elements, because along the way as a future educator, we are going to deal with the analysis. Okay, so that's also, ang activity is one. Ano sa yung one word ginapon, and what is poetry or display the uniqueness of poetry. And toss it. Mga bungol, one fourth. One fourth, ang pangutan na what is poetry, explain the uniqueness of poetry. Explain the poetry.
One quarter.
So that's all.